Welcome once again, and in today's video we are trying to get a proper measurement for a lady. Now you have to know that whatever you measure is what you sow. Now if you get a good measurement, it means that you're also going to make a good output. If you also get a bad measurement, that means your work can never be good. Now I will want us to pay attention to some vital areas that you have to be very careful in measuring. Now first and foremost, I would like to list the areas that you need to measure in a lady. First of all, the shoulder, the bust, under bust, the shape or half length, the waist, the hips. Now you now come to talk about the either gown length, be long gown or short gown, blouse length, be it a blouse, now sleeve length, round sleeve. Now if it happens to be a long sleeve or a crepot, that means the round sleeve will be three. The three round sleeve will be here, here, and here. Depends on how length the sleeve length is. Now, in general form, there's what we call shoulder to nipple, shoulder to underbust, shoulder to shape. That's your half length. Now, these areas are where you have to apply the circumferences of all the individual parameters you measured. Now, let me get down to proper measurement. Now, for my client, first and foremost, I want to measure her shoulder. I turn her back this way. Now, I will take my measurement from the edge, from the bone here, her shoulder stopped. I will take a measurement from this point. I will go on top this way to the other point. Now, her shoulder is 15 and a half. 15 and a half. That means whatever I'm making for her, I have to use a shoulder of 15 and a half to be okay for her. Now the next thing I will do is I measure her bust. Now this bust is, you must pass your measurements of the tape must pass to the blade of her back, because this area as well has its own little adjustment if it doesn't pass through here. So whenever you're passing your tape, you should go across in this form. Now you have to put your tape this way. Now she will put down her hand. Now you measure. Now her bust is 36 and a half. Now whenever you are measuring a client, always ask the person fitted or free. Now this bust I'm getting from her is 37, sorry, 37. Now this 37 would be okay for her, for be it a blouse or a gown. After measuring the bust, now you go down to the under bust. This is called under bust. Beneath the bust, it's called under bust. Now her under bust is 29 and a half. Now this under bust should be fitted. The difference between a lady's clothes and a man's clothes, the lady's clothes is more fitted than a man's clothes. Now you go down to the navel. The navel, which is the half length. Now her half length is 29. Is 28 and a half. Her half length. Now this for the half length. Now you go down a bit. The bit is for the waist. Now the waist, if you're making a skirt for her, you ask her where exactly she wants the waist to be. Some will like the waist to be a high waist skirt or a normal waist skirt. So if she tells you that she wants a high waist skirt, that means you have to use the half length, that's the shape, as your waist. But if it's a normal skirt, you have to use the real waist. Now her real waist is that. Now you go down to the hips. Now the tape must pass towards the most bulged part of the hips. It must pass at the most bulging part of the hips. Now the reason why you should pass it is because if you take your measurement apart from this point, the hips will not enter comfortably. So the tape must pass at the most bulging part of the hips. Now after that, you have to glide your tape in very slowly and check if it can move. Now after the hips, now you come to talk about the shoulder to nipple. Now from the shoulder, for on top here, you hold your tape. Now you place your tape on top of her clothes. Now you look at the center of the bust. That's where the nipple is. Now her shoulder to nipple is 10. Is 10. Then you go down a bit to the under bust. Her under bust is 12 and a half. Now you go down a bit to the navel. The navel is 15 and a half. Now you go down a bit, shoulder to hips. Now when you take your shoulder to hips, you have to use your eye to check where the most bottom part falls. It falls at 24. So her shoulder to hips is 24. Now this 24, this shoulder to nipple, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to shape, and shoulder to hips are very important. Now you now go down to the gown length. Now at this point, you have to ask her if she wants a long gown or a short gown. Now if I'm to make a short gown for her, she will be the one to tell you where she wants the shotgun to end. If she wants it to end a bit beneath or before the knee, she will have to be the one to tell you. Now, if I'm to make a shotgun for her, I will take 39 for her shotgun. Now, if you're making a long gown, like a 6 pieces skirt or gown for her, now you have to consider the fact that she will wear high heel. So you have to include the allowance of the heel to her long gown. Now, if I'm to make a long gown for her, I'm going to make it at 61 or 62, because when she wears the high heel, the gown should be able to at least cover half an inch or 1 inch of the high heel. Now, we now talk about the sleeve length. Now, the sleeve length varies. Some will want it short, some will want it triple, some will want it more than that, some will want it long. So whichever be the case, if you're making a short sleeve, 8 is okay for her. If you're making a triple, 13 is okay for her. If you're making a full length, 22, 23 is okay for her. Now, as long as you have measured your sleeve length to be short, that means you have to have one round sleeve. If you measure your sleeve length to be 3/4, that means you have to have 2 round sleeves. If you measure your sleeve length to be long, that means you have to have 3 round sleeves. Now, for my short sleeve, which is 8, I have to measure where the 8 stops. You measure your round sleeve at that point. Now, if I happen to have a 3/4 long sleeve or sleeve as 13, that means I have to measure 1 for the short sleeve and 1 for the 3/4, where the 3/4 ends. That's, you measure it this way. Now, in some cases, you might be tempted to ask her to curve her hands this way, so the clothes will enter properly when she's wearing it. Now, if you happen to take a measurement of long sleeve, you have to measure here, here, and here as well. You have to measure here this way. Now, this is the basic measurements you need from a lady. Now, if you happen to be making a off shoulder, you have to measure the distance between here to the front. You have to put a tape here and go towards the front. It's usually 8 or 8.5. So if you make an off shoulder, you have to take this round sleeve this way for your off shoulder. Now, whenever you're making an off shoulder, you have to ask the person how off do you want the off shoulder to be. If she wants it to be a bit high, you measure it. You -4 or 5 or 6. It all depends on your client and how you want it to be. So, having explained the basic measurements and shown you how to measure, you also have to know how to use your tape. This tape is characterized by a metal edge. Now, this edge, the use of this edge is whenever you're measuring, wherever the metal edge stops, that means that point is the point you are going to read. So if you push it inwards, wherever the metal edge stopped is where you're going to read. So I advise you take your time and monitor or use your tape properly so that you know how to interpret your measurement and use. Now, for emphasis sake, there's nothing wrong by you using the cm area or the inches area, but the only difference between the cm and the inches area is that the inches area is just like it helps to approximate. For example, if I measure something like 6.5 or 6.25, now if you watch properly at the cm area, it should give me 17 cm, whereas in inches it's giving me 6.7. So if you measure 6.7 here or 6.25, just hold it firmly and use 17 cm for your marking. But don't forget that we Nigerians, we use this area. Then outside Ghana and all the other countries use the cm area. So this is just a basic summary of how this tape works. So in a nutshell, I have shown how to measure a lady and the basic areas you need to measure. Thank you for watching.